What's up, folks? This is Sacrificio. Today I'm bringing you a quick guide on how to attack using only Hog Riders. It's one of my favorite attacks because it's super easy, but at the same time, the challenge I have with it is it's very expensive on Dark Elixir. So I'm not going to do a whole lot of these. I'm just going to do a couple of attacks just to show how I do it. The first thing we're looking for is how can we move the hogs through the base without running over too many traps. And second, we're looking for where are the big splash damage targets. Splash damage being the mortars and the wizard towers. When I attack with hogs, I generally do it with 3 healing spells, and I use archers to lure out the clan castle. So first I throw in 1 hog. He's going to lure out the clan castle troops, and then I'm going to use an archer in the corner just to get them all the way out of the base so that I can drop the rest of my archers and take them out. I usually don't even watch. I just sort of assume they're going to do their thing. Now I'm going to drop half of my hogs on one side, going straight for those mortars, and the other half on the other side, going straight for the other mortar. I'm going to drop the heals when I feel like I need to, but what I'm looking for with the heals is I'm looking for how can I drop them when they're under the most amount of splash damage to really protect them from the splash damage. So right now you can see that wizard tower is starting to hit them. I also have the wizard tower on the left is hitting them. I have 1 more heal, so what I'm going to do is let them make their way back to the other wizard tower before I drop this next one. And now you can see they're pretty much safe. So the funny thing about Hog Riders is the main enemy is actually giant bombs. And the second enemy I would say would be wizard tower or mortar. Definitely their second and third place. So keep an eye out for them. The other thing is, with this particular base, I was a bit nervous because there are lots of spaces in between the buildings. And those spaces typically mean there are lots of traps. So you saw that I lost a whole lot of Hog Riders to spring traps. And spring traps, giant bombs, even bombs, they're a real pain for a Hog Rider attack. I actually kept my Barbarian King until the very end. What I could have done is I could have brought him out early and used him as a bit of a decoy for the mortars, or the wizard towers for that matter. I didn't actually think that far ahead in this particular attack. This particular Town Hall level 8 is just a little bit lower level than me, so that makes it quite a lot easier for me to attack him or her. So as you can see, we're just in the final cleanup stage, and that was a pretty simple, straightforward all Hog Rider attack. All Hog Rider, of course, with the exception of my archers who took out the clan castle troops, and there's still a few of them running around out there. One thing to keep an eye on is the time. Whenever you do these all dragon or all Hog Rider attacks, you need to really watch for the time to make sure that you actually finish off the base in the right period of time. Okay, next attack, also in a clan war. This particular base is reasonably well distributed. I'm going to look for taking out those, going straight to the mortars as quickly as possible. The clan castle's down the bottom right hand side, so I'll try to lure. No, it looks like that's not going to work. I usually try to lure out the clan castle with an archer before I waste a Hog Rider on it. I don't like to waste Hog Riders because they are expensive, and obviously I only have 36 of them in this attack. But here we go, the clan castle is now out, and I'm going to drop half at the bottom and half at the top, going for those mortars the same as my last attack. Now, the cool thing about playing games like this on a tablet is obviously you can put your touchdown on the top and the bottom at the same time, so you pretty much do a 50% distribution of hogs at the top and the bottom at the same time. Again, I'm focusing my heals around the wizard towers and the mortars, and it looks like we're pretty much in the clear of them now. So the main thing I have to look out for now are the traps, and make sure this Barbarian King doesn't cause me any trouble. There we go, he's done. So it's now just really traps and cleanup duty. The cleanup is going to be just fine as long as I don't run into any giant bombs. So this attack cost me almost 2200 Dark Elixir. And, it can add up pretty quickly if you use all hog attacks all the time. So I typically won't use that many all Hog Rider attacks. Sometimes I use a hybrid of Hog Riders and Dragons, or Hog Riders and Balloons, but the Hog Riders are expensive in Duck Elixir, so it's not easy to do it all the time. As you can see, it's almost done here, so I want to thank you very much for watching a very simple guide to attacking with all Hog Riders, and I hope you enjoyed it. So next up, I'm going to bring some clips on Hogs and Dragons and Hogs and Balloons, and hopefully I will be able to share some of the do's and don'ts of both attacks. That's all for now. Bye bye.